Yesterday we looked at the question of what the mitzvah of Aravah was, and in each day of Sukkot, there was the Hoshanas, which were said were really about the Aravot more than even about the lulav bundle. Was really about the Aravot. But you would circle around where they had Aravot leaned up against the Mizbeach. V'oto hayom, says the Mishnah, continuing on that day, naming the last day of the holiday, which we call Hoshana Rabba, the great Hoshana. Makifin et hamizbeach sheva pamim. They would circle the altar 7 times. That is our custom, to make seven circles on Hoshana Rabba, and that's what they would do. That was a practice, and we have different paragraphs in which we recite. It's very nice. Bishat betiratan mahen omrim, and as they departed the temple and the Beis Hamikdash at that time, as they say goodbye, in effect, for Sukkot, mahen omrim, what would they say? Yofi lecha mizbeach, yofi lecha mizbeach. It really looks good. It's really beautiful to you, altar, O altar. They would repeat that twice. Rabbi Eliezer omer liyah v'lacha mizbeach, liyah v'lacha mizbeach. It wasn't only beautiful to you, the altar, but to God Himself, and that they would make these comments. So that was the mitzvah of Aravah, we're told. So what is this Hoshana Rabba thing that we kind of go beyond? So it's Rabba because of that. But certainly in Kabbalistic tradition, Hoshana Rabba took on an even larger significance. It was a time in which there was believed that whatever we achieved on Yom Kippur might not have been sufficient enough, and we still had an opportunity to continue to beseech God for forgiveness. And Hoshana Rabba was seen as sort of the extension date for turning to God and asking for God's mercies. And so this was a very significant date. And so last night, Hoshana Rabba, there was many had to practice in those circles to stay up late until in Torah on Hoshana Rabba, and perhaps even stay up all night, and then to be beseeching God. Even without those elements of asking a God for the atonement, and that's why the custom was say Gemar Tov, and you ask for a guten kvittel. If you've heard that phrase before, also a guten kvittel up to Hoshana Rabba. We treat Hoshana Rabba as like a shtickle yantuf in the way we daven. We don't daven just a regular Psukei de Zimra. For example, we build in the whole Shabbos length Psukei de Zimra. And we try to even take some of the melodies that we recite on a yantuf, we take out the Torah and do it then as well. And Hashem Hashem Kal Rachum V'Chanun, and we wear kittel, all building in on the one hand this notion of the atonement, on the other hand that this is sort of a specialer day of Chol HaMoed, and indeed it is because it is sort of the last breathing of the power of the great joy of the holiday of Sukkot. And I hope that indeed this holiday has been beautiful for you. It certainly has been for me. As tonight, the new holiday begins, Shmini Atzeret / Simchat Torah, and we'll celebrate that, God willing, together in a very, very beautiful way as well. Take good care and have a great day, a great Hoshana Rabbah and Yom Tov ahead.